Right, let's get this workshop tidied up and let's get this video started. Right, welcome to another episode on trade tools and DIY. Now, firstly, I've changed the name of the channel to Trade Tools and DIY because I seem to be doing a lot more of anything and everything than just electrics, so it just made sense. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you, or I will be unboxing and assembling this Ferrex Multi Function sharpener that unfortunately I went to Aldi to pick up some food and bits and bobs and I got done. I saw this and I got stung. I had to buy it. It's been sitting here for months. So what I'm going to do is clean up the workshop first, tidy this place up. Again, workbench is built, but as you can see, it's chaos everywhere. Let me show you a bit more. It's just chaos everywhere. So tidy up the workshop, then we'll start unboxing and assembling this, and let's see if it's any good. And all of those that have commented on the Titan planer video, the what do you call it, the table saw video, the unbox assemble, it's helped a lot of people. So listen, I appreciate you commenting. Like, subscribe, follow and share, and let's get on with this. Right, I'll very loosely say that I've tidied up. I've just made enough space on the bench where we can work and get this video out through this recording. But let's start by unboxing this. Right, instructions on the top. As you guys know, I don't like instructions. I don't do instructions very well. Right, we'll deal with them later. Put it aside. And this is how it is in the box. So, right, let's check this out now. How does this work? There's the wheel, if you can see it. There, can you see that? That's the wheel there. I'll get a couple of different angles. There's the wheel itself. To be fair, not really that impressed with it. I think you get a few sharp. I can get a handful of draw bits and a few bits and bobs sharpened out of this, you know, it will pay for itself. So it costs about 18 quid, 19 quid. So if I can get a load of draw bits sharpened and a couple of other bits and bobs, it will pay for itself. Hopefully if this video gets me some views, then it's worth it. Otherwise, that wheel, that's the sharpening wheel, not great, not too impressed so far, but you never know. Let's see. Right, so I figured it out. These attachments go on here like like so. So there's your basic sharpener. Got that clip there. These attachments. So this is the chisel and plane sharpener. This piece here. You got 2 grooves here. This has got these grooves here, and this will just slide down over the wheel, and I'll presume you will feed in your chisel onto the blade here. I said blade, onto the wheel here. Your blade will be your screwdriver, chisel, whatnot. Run it down here onto the wheel. So that's that one, that attachment. This is the drill bit sharpener. Let's have a look. I'm still not sure how this works, but we will test run it in a minute. This thing goes here. So I'm presuming you push your drill bit through here. Saying that, little sample here, so you run it through that, I'm presuming, onto the wheel there. So you'd have to set this, set the height on this. What that thing does, I don't know yet. We'll have a look in a minute. So you set the height. Now we'll sharpen it against the wheel. Alright, that wasn't too difficult to figure out. Oh, let me set up. That wasn't too difficult to figure out. Now, let me set this up. Have a little flip through the instructions and let's give it a go. Right, I figured out the how the drill bit sharpener bit works now, yeah? So, this piece here comes out, turn it upside down. That then grooves into here. See this bit here? That will groove into there. And you put your drill bit in. Now hold on. Loosen it up. Yeah, so you see that tip touching there? That's the guide. That's from what I understand. As you know, I don't do instructions very well. Then you tighten this up here. Tighten that up. Now, so that thing now, you see that? I tighten that up there. Spun that, drill bits on there. Turn this over. This will then drop into this groove here. If you notice, the drill bit is touching the wheel. So now, turn the wheel on, let's see what happens. And also this thing here, see that? See how that spins? I think that's too close personally, so let's bring that down a little bit. Right, put the drill bit down a little bit. Alright, let's give this a go. You never know. Alright, because I'm a bit of a I should wear goggles really, hold on. There you go. Right. So enough of the instructions, enough of trying to figure out, let's just dive in. You know my policy, shoot first, think later. I don't know, I'm not too sure.
Let's try and figure this out. If that goes in there, this also twists right to left. You see that? I don't know how. Can't figure it out. Instructions are really bad. Hold on, I think I cracked it. Right, I've accidentally figured it out. That's what you do, it is right. You push it all the way, loosen that. This is your distance, this is what sorts out your distance all the way. Tighten. Once it's tight, back in here, and the spinning. You see that spinning? Yeah, see those sparks now? There. Spin that right to left. What I should do is turn this bit over. How do you now do the other side? I think I've messed it up slightly. I mean, the tip of that looks really weird. To be fair, feels sharp. Let's try this. Did you see how well it just cut through that so easily? Let me try and get a better picture. Hold on. Let's go again, yeah? See that? I am not applying. I wasn't applying any force whatsoever, just holding the drill there. So the drill bit sharpener is a success straight away. If I can sharpen at least say the next 10 metal bits like this that have gone blunt, that's worth it just on that alone. Yeah, it's 20 quid, you know, it is worth it. It'll get you out of shit. So look, the drill bit sharpener, success. I like it. Now, again, remember that clip there? Come on, flip it. Pull up. That's a success there. This thing here for chisels, planers. See how that works now. Right, so you loosen that, that will give you the angle. Loosen that, that gives you the angle on that, yeah? Depending on what you're sharpening. So let's find something to sharpen. No, not that, that's good enough. It's my electrical screwdriver. Right, this screwdriver has clearly seen better days. So let's see how good it is for this. So let me work this out. How would this work? Right, you see that little flimsy there, but let's figure this out. I want to sharpen that. This is probably not ideal, and by the way, this is magnetic here, so this will hold it. Obviously this ain't made for screwdrivers, this is for chisels and planer blades, chisels, whatever. But look, you got to work with what you have. We'll go with this. Let's give this a little test run. But look, let me show you. So there's the blade on the screwdriver, yeah? See how bad it is, yeah? Let's just give it a go. Bit flimsy. Right, I don't know if you can see a little shiny bit on the end of that. It will do it, but because that wheel is so small, I don't want to unnecessarily pressure it with this. Do you see what I mean? Because if it was a chisel, you're just taking a little fine layer off just to get the blade out. But you see this here, this will do it. But what I would do is this, I'd put on the bigger bench grinder. There's no point stressing this out. For the drill bits, this is perfect. Now, it's got the but I'm saying I can see how it works. You can see how this works just to show you at home. If you are sharpening your chisels or blades, loosen that, that'll get you your angle. This you push back and forth as needed for the width of your chisel, or once your chisel's on there, you can move this up and down, back and forth. Let me show you. Imagine this is your chisel. You put it on there, the chisel has a wider blade. You then go right to left like that, sharpen your blade over the wheel. So look, now you don't have to do that. Let's move on. Now this thing here is a knife and a scissor sharpener. I got scissors here. Right, I've got a pair of scissors, but mate, these are good scissors. I don't really want to put it on here. How do you do it? Ah, you do it like that. Let's find some straight scissors. So I've got a knife. So the knife, I presume you would hold it in like that. Yep, it will go in like that. And like that. So put your knife in there, as I showed you, in those grooves. But let me see if I got a little knife here. I can try. Right, look, I can't find a knife. I don't have a knife that needs sharpening. So when I have a knife that needs sharpening, I will test it out. But the theory, like I said, is simple. You've got that bit on there over the wheel, yeah? So I'll show you that again just so you know. There's that bit, that's the knife sharpener. This is the sharpener, there's the wheel. You can see the wheel fully there now, yeah, how it is. That grooves on, clips in. And to sharpen your knife, you run it through there. As the wheel's running, you run your knife along there. And there. I would say this side, because the wheel's running, the wheel's going that way. Yeah, so I put your knife on this side, that will sharpen your knife. But got another drill bit, it's blunt. So what we're going to do is, close that. What we're going to do is this. I'm going to test this drill bit before. I'm going to sharpen it and then after. Right, you can evidence this all the way. Now, if you look at that, it'll eventually go through, the drill bit will eventually go through, but compared to the other bit, the amount of force I was putting in was a lot. So, this does need sharpening. So again, take out the guide, loosen the clamp, put it in the drill bit guide, tighten the clamp, it's in position. I see it now. Turn it over. Back in the guide, make sure you got the right distance. I see it now. The guide has just so you can see when you push it through that, if you look in there, that's how it should look. There's a little point in there that it reaches. That's where it needs to be. Then you get that out and groove that in there like that. It's literally touching the wheel. You put that back in, it's touching the wheel. Turn it on. See that? Right to left. See that? I think I've messed this one up slightly. Let me do it again. I think I've messed it up. Got the wrong angle, I think. Bloody hell. Right, I want to do it a bit differently. I understand how the guide works. I don't need the guide, I think. I'm just going to go my own way. I've roughly put it in place where I think it needs to be. Right, I'm completely winging it at this stage. That's a bit better because I took too much. Originally, I accidentally took too much off the tip. But let's try again. It doesn't look great because I've done it wrong. I think I've got it slightly wrong, but let's try it. Right, here we go. Right, even though I've messed the tip up, yeah, it's still sharpened though. Look at that second hole compared to the first hole. Look how quickly, because I messed up the point, that's why I ain't got that, but as soon as I get past that bit, it's taking the rest of it off quick. I don't want to mess up the bench. Right. Right, you saw that. That works. If you can just get the hang of it, get the measurements correct, and don't shave off the tip, yeah? Do the... Let me show you what I mean. What you want to do is take the... What you want to try and do is sharpen these bits here. These bits here. Not the point, just the edges. I accidentally shaved off the main point, yeah, not the center point. So it's these wings on either side of the center point. That's what you want to do. Play around with it, it works. If I can sharpen, if I can keep this going and just sharpen my little bits like this, and the odd knife maybe here and there, I wouldn't bother with the chisels. The chisels I'd put in the bench grinder. If you can get away with sharpening your bits, I think it's worth it. Now I'm back in the shed. I'm gonna tidy up, get a few bits done. I have got a video showing the rest of this bench, but the recording's all over the place. Very difficult. I'll see if I can get that video out, even as bad as it is, just to show you how I got this far. Also, I'm going to start tidying this place up, and there's loads more videos to come, loads more DIY trade tips and tricks for the beginner. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow and share, and I'll see you on the next one.